figure it out as I'm talking. Okay, I'm live again. Alright, guys. Well, apparently the magic touch is I go offline for a second, and then baseball-sized hail happens in Carterville, Missouri. So let's let's just jump right in here. Here we go. Alright, okay. So looks like what's going on is this storm. Oh, somebody's getting a phone call. Sorry, Heather in the background's getting a phone call here. I said put your phone on silent. Sorry. Anyway, so just as the severe thunderstorm warning went down, so we have the storm currently over Webb City here, and here's Carterville. I have it right, pretty much right where this is, and it looks like the storm it kind of went up just a little bit, and it dropped up to baseball-sized hail. The fire chief measured baseball-sized hail, so he got real quick, and I think the storm might be strengthening right now. The marker says it's dropping 0.75-inch hail, but the CCs are indicating that we have some much larger hail in there, much larger objects in the sky than yep, there it is. There's a baseball-sized hail. Baseball-sized hail reported by the fire chief. I'm trying to see if I can get a visual confirmation of that. All right, let's see what else is going on. All right, just making sure nothing else comes and surprises me here. But it looks like, so this storm, again, what we were saying, these storms very quickly are going up, and this one must have definitely just gotten itself together really fast. Be sure to share the link here so as many people can find out about the fact that there's some baseball-sized hail in the northern sections of the Joplin area, and man, boy, things happen quick. So just right here, that the Carterville itself, it's just part of Webb City, it looks like, and just real quick, bam, right up, and it looks like, so I think it looks like the storm is kind of trying to strengthen here as it's moving off to the southeast, as it went from just dropping some quarter-size hail to up to baseball-size hail as it is moving to southeast, just to the south of Carthage here, and just up to baseball-size hail. You can pretty easily see. I don't think it's going to be very widespread. I'd say it's probably pretty isolated. Baseball-size hail. I'm sure it was just dropping pea, dime, quarter-size hail, and then dropped some golf ball-size hail. Then probably a couple baseballs started falling out as the storm's trying to organize. Oh yeah, there's some rotation in here too. Yeah, so the rotation we have here, I bet if I tilt up a little bit. Yeah, so there seems to be some solid rotation in this storm as well. So that rotation definitely probably helped keep the hail. Oh, we got a tornado warning for the other storm. Sorry guys, I'm getting a little scatterbrained as things are all happening at once here. We definitely have so baseball-sized hail in the what is it called, Carterville? Yeah, Carterville, Missouri, as very quickly went up. Not really dropping much hail. Dropped a golf ball, baseball-sized hail. I wonder what's happening right now here. Looks like probably. It's crazy. The storm's not even severe thunderstorm warned right now, and I'm pretty sure they're getting some large hail in this general area, the Carterville, Webb City area, and man, that's pretty crazy. All right, so further to east here, Mount Vernon, you're starting to get the hail right now, and we actually have a tornado warning in effect for probably over Stott City. Let's see, as the warnings say here, we got tornado golf ball size hail. All right, radar indicated rotation. So we have no tornado currently on the ground, but I'm sure there's a pretty well rotating wall cloud. As you see the hook really kind of took over a little bit there in that last radar update. So I'd say the storm is probably not dropping the crazy amounts of 3-inch hail. It was dropping about half an hour ago. Just about, what time is it? Yeah, just about half an hour ago, but I'm sure it is dropping quite a bit of 2-inch hail, maybe even up to a couple isolated tennis ball size hail And Mount Vernon area itself right now, I bet you're seeing some quarters and $50, and the hail is just going to keep getting larger as the storm moves into that town right now. Oh yeah, the marker seems to be starting. Okay, this storm is definitely strengthening just the northeast of Joplin here. So it was having a really hard time organizing a little while ago, and now it seems like the other showers are starting to clear out, and now we're getting big time hail falling like this. These CCs are not the reflection of the. These CCs are not the reflection of from the bigger storm off to the east. This is being created in itself. So so it's very possible that there's very little rain falling right now. Yet you know what? I'm gonna see if my theory is correct. Yeah, there's very little rain even falling right now. This is probably just dropping a lot of hail. Like, maybe not like high volume of hail, but like it only hail's falling. So we're getting the intermittent baseball size hail. It ranges of size. I bet this is a range of sizes of hail. So probably anywhere from some ping pong balls all the way up to the occasional baseball falling down here in Carterville, just to the east of Carterville, just to the south of Brooklyn Heights, and just the north of Atlas. So I guess probably the southern side of Brooklyn Heights and the northernmost section of Atlas. And the storm looks like it's not really sure which direction it wants to go. It's either going to try to go due east and go into Carthage, or it is trying to just ease south. We're going to have to kind of get a couple more radar updates to get like a really clear view of where this is going. If any of you just joining us, I stopped the stream, and then I was probably stopped for just enough to kind of. Oh, okay. All right. Now we're getting the radar returns picking up what's been happening. So it looks like probably a lot more hail is falling out now in the storm just to the east of Carterville. But anyway, for those of you who are just joining, I stopped the stream, and then a golf ball report came in for Carterville, Missouri, which is it's either just a part of Webb City or is a small town just next to Webb City. Either way, we sent out a text alert to our subscribers alerting everyone of this storm. The storm just very quickly went up. The updraft clearly a new updraft just formed, and the atmosphere was very primed today for big time hail and violent updrafts. So very quickly it went from a storm that was decaying and falling apart to now a storm that's reorganized and dropping very large hail. And it just happened to be doing that over people. All right, we got a warning on this thing finally, and it's warned for quarters. All right. Sometimes the National Weather Service is not in the same boat as what's actually happening. But yeah, it's definitely dropping very large hail. It's got the similar look to it in terms of CCs to the storm earlier. Actually, I'll roll it back so you guys can see here where the 3-inch report came in, where you see all the blues and the greens. I mean, hell, even down here you can see the map below it. That's incredible. And then you can see the development of this storm where it formed, and you had the reflection of this hail, and you can see the storm falling apart, and then bloop, the storm just kind of reorganized itself, sitting over the area, and now it's moving pretty much east-southeast. So the south side of Carthage is going to probably get hit with hail in the next few minutes here. Be very interested to see what the size of the hail is going to be. It's either going to be a ton of large hail that's kind of isolated, or we're going to start seeing smaller hail as probably this storm might be starting to have its hail fall out. I'm trying to see if we have any other reports coming in here. Nope. We just have the couple off to the east. Seymour just got ping pong ball size hail from that storm we were watching a little bit earlier. I can bring that up for you guys right now, and we can see Seymour's to the southeast of Springfield, right along Highway 60. All right, so this storm, we were watching it before when I signed off. It was heading into Diggins, and I was saying it was probably dropping up to ping pong ball size hail. And here we have a report confirming that it's dropping ping pong ball size hail. And I bet the majority of that is probably $quarter to $half size hail with some slightly bigger pieces mixed in for the ping pong balls. Oh man, we're getting rotation on this thing now. Oh, well. All right, guys. Looks like this storm. Oh man, yeah, this storm is really starting to get its act together very fast. It may. So all these showers seem to just kind of died off, and now this storm is, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes dominant. I have just the velocities on here right now, so you show the wind's blowing away, or the wind's blowing away and the wind's blowing towards, or other way, sorry guys. The wind's blowing away and the wind's blowing towards the radar. So we got this rotation happening in here, just pretty much over Fidelity, and yeah, oh boy, man, this thing is getting its act together mighty fast. It is definitely dropping very large hail, and rotation is happening. I bet if you saw this storm, you could see just the stack of clouds going up in a diagonal direction, and a wall cloud, I'm sure, is forming very rapidly over the south section of the storm off to the southwest here. So with that, we have large hail currently impacting the southern sections of Carthage, Missouri. In terms of the size in the actual town here, I'd say the actual town right up in here where my mouse is probably is getting affected with not the crazy large hail that had been reported back in Carterville. It's probably closer to ping pong ball size hail, but it's very possible that this storm is still rapidly intensifying to the point where it may be dropping even bigger hail. They say, oh, thanks, Icy Music commented, hey, amazing video, thank you so much. If assuming you're not a bot. All right, anybody have any questions here? Feel free to type in any questions as I'm actually typing this on here. And let's see, I got some, let's see if I got any pictures. No pictures on Twitter right now, just people saying there is the reports of hail. But yeah, so that's what's happening right now over the south side of Carterville. They're getting some hail, not Carterville, sorry, south side of Carthage, Missouri. They are getting some hail here. Switch back to the velocity. See, there's some broad rotation located over Fidelity. I'd say the biggest hail is probably right in this region here. I bet would not be surprised if we're seeing some baseballs being thrown out over where the rear flank downdraft is going to be. And yeah, the storm is really intensifying very fast, very, very fast. And let's not forget the folks in Mount Vernon. You're probably getting pounded pretty hard right now with some big hail. This storm, I see it's tornado warned, but it's probably pretty similar to a bunch of other storms I've seen. This is just going to be continuing to be a very large hail producer. Yeah, as this frame updates here, there's definitely some baseball size hail just to the west of Mount Vernon right now, as this storm is really wrapped up, and that helps keep the hail, the fact that it's wrapped up, lots of rotation, keeps the hail lofted much longer, so when it eventually falls down, it drops as much bigger hail. So I would not be surprised, yeah, if there we have a close to baseball size hail falling in the Mount Vernon area. Alright, so what's going on here in Carthage? South side of Carthage, you're probably hearing some pretty loud hail right now. I'm not entirely convinced that there's a baseball size hail in there for you on the south end of Carthage, but definitely seeing hail, definitely seeing severe hail, probably more marginally severe hail, because you're pretty far to the north of where the updraft is in the storm. The biggest hail is always going to be closest to the updraft, so we're probably seeing, you know, again, at most ping pong ball size hail up in the southernmost sections of Carthage. Overall, though, once a little bit further south here, between what is this, I-40? Yeah, I-44. Between I-44 and West Dogwood Road, you're definitely seeing probably a lot bigger hail, and you're definitely going to be getting the biggest hail right now as this storm continues to move to the southeast and really is organizing a little bit better. We'll see if these showers over by the Diamond area interfere with the development of the storm, or if the storm's just going to kind of suck it up and continue to rage. We're going to find this out with you guys. Elsewhere, so Mount Vernon, again, you're getting really big hail right now, probably on the westernmost fringes of town. And then further to the east, let's see, Springfield, I'd say you guys are probably going to be in the clear now. We have just looks like a line of storms starting to form just on the southeasternmost sections of the city. And that is not going to produce much in the way of very large hail unless, I'm being proven wrong as I'm talking, that we have estimated $50 size hail. I'd say that that report is most likely pretty isolated, as the storm. It probably was just as the storm was taking off right in here. Yeah. Like on the south side of the city here, so we got like South National Avenue and Highway 65. It looks like, yeah, just that real quick. As these updrafts go up, we got up to just probably a couple $50 in there, mixed in with mostly sub-severe hail, but still, it's some isolated quarter $50 size hail nonetheless. At this point, any other hail any hail reports are gonna come in Springfield are probably gonna be like that, unless something rapidly develops again. The rapid development makes sometimes my little predictions a little hard to do, because I think I have something, and then suddenly an update occurs and it's like, oh, that wasn't there 5 minutes ago. So I guess we're gonna kind of, that's why we're doing this live. We're finding things out as you are. I'm just here to help. All right, boy. Yeah, this storm, man, yeah, it's crazy. I'm just gonna kind of roll it back here. How this storm looks absolutely terrible. It's not about, what time is it? About half an hour ago, and just so quickly got its act together, and now it's really raging as it's moving to the southeast here in the area. All right, so Mount Vernon, let's see the most recent radar update. Yeah, there it is. The whole town looks like it's getting hit pretty good right now. Give this a share if you like seeing towns getting hit with hail. All right, guys. Any other pictures? Just see just a bunch of baseball report. A bunch of people reporting the baseball size hail. Unfortunately, I'm not getting any pictures. Which report are you talking about, Frank? Okay, well, so the $50 report. It says via Facebook. I'm sure it was probably just one or two little $50 pieces. I'd say your best chance, I'm guessing where it's probably going to be at. It didn't say where it is, but I bet it's going to be somewhere between around the Battlefield Road and Highway 65 area. There's a little dip in the correlation coefficient. That's what the ZDR says, a little bit dip in that. Yeah. So again, I'd say that report. So with the tiny little swath we're gonna make, I'd say it's definitely gonna be pretty isolated, as it's just the storm went up really fast and then it just dropped out some hail real quick and then moved on its merry way. So again, for any of you just joining us, we see that we have $50 size hail reported, an estimated hail report via Facebook in Springfield, and I'm guessing it's in the southwestern sections here, as this storm, southeastern, excuse me, this storm is went up. So you get these violent updrafts. So as it violently goes up, you're gonna immediately make some hail, and that's probably what happened, as it happened right over Springfield, and somebody was able to take a picture of it and bring it on Facebook. All right, we have another storm moving into Mansfield right now. This storm looks like it's probably dropping ping pong size hail, and that was the storm that was dropping ping pong ball size hail in Seymour. It looks like it's trying to get a little bit better of a hook going on here. Boy, it is, man, a couple of these storms. This storm right by Fidelity, I'm getting a little nervous about in terms of its rotation. It's definitely the best looking storm currently. All right, I'm just gonna leave the radar up for you guys just for a minute here. I got to step out real quick. I'm actually gonna turn some air circulation on in this room. It's getting a little toasty, so just give me 1 second, guys, and I'll be right back. Alright, everyone, that feels a little bit better. We looked like it was getting toasty here up in the Hell Palace in Oklahoma City. It was in the 80s today, and it was almost in the 80s here in the office, so I just had to switch the air conditioner on before started sweating everybody out. All right, so let's see. Oh yeah, we have seen here a whole bunch of storms forming here in the southeastern sections of Missouri. They are moving towards, was this Poplar Bluff? Yep. And a tornado warning storm, and that's moving pretty much to the east. Oh, another report came in here. Let's see, what does it say? All right, we have connecting road 170 and Fur Road. The fire department is reporting golf ball size hail and traffic at standstill due to the heavy rain falling. That's 1 mile to the southeast of Brooklyn Heights. So,
what was that intersection?
It was connecting road 40 and the Fur Road. $4.50 size hail that happened in Webb City. Alright, so we're starting to get some more reports that came in. The $4.50 size hail in Webb City, just to the east of Webb City in Carterville. We had golf ball, then baseball size hail that fell, and now we have a storm that's producing probably golf ball and 2-inch size hail currently. I wouldn't be surprised if there are some baseballs hitting around somewhere. Let's see if we can find where let's see, where's Fur Road at?
I found it.
So we got Fur Road, and what was the other connecting road I said?
170.
170. So
It's straight south between Carthage and Brooklyn Heights.
Alright, sorry guys. Connecting road 190. Yes. So right here is the intersection. So right where the center of the core went over, we had golf ball size hail. That looks about right. We didn't have the southernmost section of the storm hit, so that means the golf balls probably tracked right down into this part of the town. So like right along Fur Road all the way to probably what's this road here? Route 71. That whole area probably got some golf ball size hail. Man, this storm is really starting to go off. It's starting to get a much more classic supercell look. You got the eagle here, so you got the wing and the body, as the storm really wants to try to go and drop a tornado. Yeah, we got some solid rotation, got some good hail, good inflow. Looks like we're sucking in a shower here, and it doesn't seem to be impeding on the strength of the storm at all. It's definitely gotten to the point where it's strengthened enough to handle it and continue on its journey to the south and east. So next on the chopping block here for the storm is probably Wentworth, Pierce City, and eventually Monette. I'm not sure which one you guys use. And all right, I'm just gonna see if we have any questions coming in. No questions right now. And we have more checking over to the east a little bit. We have the storm by Mount Vernon. It was dropping 3-inch hail earlier. I think right now it's probably not dropping as big of a hail. It might be getting a little too wrapped up and may start to fall apart here as it heads towards Aurora and Marionville. Might just scrape the north side of Aurora and hit part of hit Marionville pretty directly. Probably still with up to golf ball size hail. To the east, we have the storms just now to the east of Springfield. Looks like there's one by Rogersville. Might try to separate itself from the line a little bit here and become its own thing, but right now it is sub-severe. It's probably dropping nickel size hail. And Mansfield just got blasted, looks like, with some decent sized hail, probably up to ping pong balls. And much further to the east, my radar is getting a little more sketchy, so I'm not gonna take it that far east to see some poor quality radars. Overall, yeah, the storm, it moved through the area. It's strengthening now that it's getting to the south and east of People. The main area that got hit initially with up to baseball size hail. So we had these storms today. They very quickly go up and then they're dropping very large hail. 3-inch hail, baseball size hail. That's more or less giant hail that's falling, and that'll do quite a bit of damage if there's enough volume of it, especially in your car. It's basically an automatic windshield breaker, assuming the hail is pretty hard. I know the storm in Jasper had pretty hard hail, so I would not be shocked if the storm that affected the Carthage, Webb City, Carterville area also had fairly large hail in with it. All right, let's see. We have we have a mesoscale discussion released by the SPC, the Storm Prediction Center, talking basically about supercell storms ongoing and very large hail happening. Large hail will be concerned in the next several hours. So that means that places like Branson, for example, will be on the chopping block in the coming hour or two, and places like let's see what else we have going on out here at West Plains, Mountain Home, Arkansas, eventually, and even Rogers, Arkansas. If any other storms form off in the south of like Fairland or Afton, Oklahoma, or at Seneca, then places like Rogers and Bella Vista, Arkansas can be at risk for more storms. Alright, overall though, we just have storms. They're all kind of moving a little further away from people right now. I'm gonna stick with the stream here till Aurora, Missouri gets hit, and then we're gonna see, oh boy, this storm, I really would not be surprised. Actually, you know what? Right now it looks like the storm, it's really hard to say whether or not this thing's gonna become tornado warned. I almost expect somebody to report a funnel cloud before it gets tornado warned, because it's a little hard to see if it's actually organized just enough to it looks a lot better back here, so it's hard to say if it's organized enough to warrant a tornado warning at the moment. But for the most part, the storm is still definitely dropping up to golf ball size hail, but it's mostly over a rural area. Sarcoxy, I bet you're probably getting some quarter size hail currently, as the storm, the weaker section of the storm is heading over your area right now. Further to the east, Aurora is probably gonna get some pretty good gust of wind in the next couple of minutes, and probably some large hail thrown in there with the mix. I wouldn't say a whole lot of hail, just a few stones here and there, are probably golf ball at 2-inch size in diameter. The
On the photo from Carterville.
oh, you did?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see here. Okay, Carterville. Yeah,
It's like golf ball size hail.
yeah, it's a pretty solid range. Pretty solid consistency here of just at least golf ball size hail. So I bet that baseball report was
Pretty isolated.
was definitely, yeah. Again, like I was saying, like a couple of baseballs falling out as other smaller hail was the main focus. Again, it looks like based off that picture I just saw, it was. Did you put that on Twitter?
It was on Facebook.
It was on Facebook. Okay. Okay, let's see if I can bring it up for you guys. Kind of showing the pictures that we see. So I'm gonna Carterville Hill. Alright, let's go in photos here.
You know that the thing you got from here, where they have the Country Road 170 and Fur Road post? Is that where you got that?
What, the golf ball?
That oh, that's from
From the report. Sorry.
Look up the Carthage Press.
Okay. Alright, looking at pictures here. Yeah, here's some solid looking golf ball size hail for you guys to see based out of Carterville. So again, like it looks like, I'm willing to bet that baseball report was fairly isolated baseball size hail. I wasn't expecting widespread hail out of that based on what I was seeing. Whoops. Alright, there we go. So primarily looks like it was probably golf ball size hail. Probably started out as pretty little hail as the storm was developing, and then it just progressively got larger as we were moving along here. Okay, let's see. Quarter to golf ball size hail here. So got some more pictures that we saw here in Carterville. There we go. Yeah, see that definitely some pretty big hailstones in there. We got the quarter for size comparison. So, they got hit probably with a decent amount of up to a little over golf ball size hail. Yeah, I'd say it's decent size hail there, and then we'll see if I can find a picture of that baseball-sized hail. Again, I'm suspecting that it's fairly isolated, but the golf ball, the ping pong ball, the golf ball, maybe with the 2-inch size hail, is the preferred amount of preferred hail size for this event here. All right, let's see. I got nickel-size hail report. Those always seem to come in. A lot of times, when there's big hail, people report nickel-size hail like right as the storm starts, and they're like, "Oh, this is how big it's going to be," and then the hail gets bigger as the storm moves through. So it doesn't surprise me too much. And sorry if I'm just a little. Look over here. I'm just taking the time. I'm looking on Facebook on my other screen to see if I got any particularly exciting pictures. The hail, it doesn't look like there was a whole ton of the hail. The ground isn't super like covered or anything, but overall in this picture here that I'm showing you guys, all the hail seems to be at minimum severe size, and then these look like at least golf balls, all these little dots in here in this kind of action shot. Oh, that person was outside. That is unfortunate for during a hailstorm. Alright, let's see if I can get any other photos for you guys. Alright, and those seem to be all the ones I can see on Facebook at the moment when I searched it. But any Twitter? Anything on Twitter here? Carterville without Carthage. Does not appear to be the case. Alright, they just extended the tornado warning on the storm as it's moving over Aurora, and it's continuing to be warned for golf ball size hail. And
our roommate just reported quarters.
He did? Oh, where's
to the northwest of Aurora.
Ah, yes. Yeah, so it looks like the hook of the storm is kicking out very heavy quarter-size hail. So Aurora probably just got blasted with some strong winds and a $quarter-half size hail. It looks like he wasn't quite where I'd expect golf balls, so I think Marionville, you may look out and not really see much beyond some ping pong ball size hail. So the hail sizes in this storm are coming down, and yeah, so it looks like this storm here, the one that was over the Carthage, Carterville, Webb City area, it appears this is the one that, as it's moving to Wentworth, it looks like it's starting to take over. And let's see if we can get a look at the velocities. Okay, so the chances of tornadoes are still probably pretty low. These are all, it's probably just you get the rotation going, and you're like, all right, well maybe we're gonna get some big hail or some tornadoes, and all it does is make big hail. So as this storm is moving, pretty much it'll move just to the west of Monette and then continue to the southwest towards Cassville. Now this other storm here, the one that's in Aurora right now, will eventually get down towards the Branson area, and we may tune back in for that. And otherwise, everything is over pretty rural sections of Missouri. And so I think I'm going to put an end right here. Oh, yeah, that's not surprising. We got a funnel cloud reported. Yep, it's a funnel cloud that has since dissipated over the storm, and it still hasn't had a tornado warning. The one that dropped some isolated baseball size hail in the Carterville area. So doesn't really surprise me on what I've been seeing. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get a tornado warning out of there pretty soon, even knowing the threat for a tornado probably is past for the most part. Alright guys, I think I'm going to end the stream there for now. Maybe when the fact that I end the stream, it'll make some big hail fall somewhere else. So we'll find out. I'll be back as needed. In the meantime, enjoy the rest of your evening.